Alright, kids, let's get some real talk up in this motherfucker. Alright, here we go. Staying prevalent. Alright, I seen a video today by Ford39, bunch of numbers name. It basically is a video talking about how they will not stand for unoriginal content on YouTube. No more redundant shit. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my 2 cents out there about some redundant shit. Obviously, that we YouTube commentators do the redundant stuff. That's pretty plain and simple. We do, gameplay video and talk over it, and it's the same thing as Let's Play guys. They do a Let's Play video and talk over it. But I figure Let's Play guys have it a little easier, mainly because they don't really have to look for new ways to invent themselves. When they finish a game, they go buy a new game. They talk about the new game. Obviously, a good Let's Play guy plays the game 2 or 3 times before he does the Let's Play, and then he has something to talk about the entire way through it. But at the same time, you want to try to stay prevalent in the community. If you take your time and spend, a week on a video and then put it out, and it's good, it's got high production value and whatnot, that video in the Call of Duty community might just slip through your fingers. Like say for example, who's somebody does good videos that doesn't put them out loud? What's his name? God damn. Xbox Ahoy. I'm sorry, I had a little brain lapse. Xbox Ahoy does amazing videos, but the fact is, his videos kind of get lost in translation. Well, at least they do for me. I'm not sure what his channel's sitting at right now, but like, I used to watch Xbox Ahoy videos, and then you just kind of forget about him. You just keep kind of forgetting about him. And even though his videos might get, actually Xbox Ahoy is a bad example. Sandy Ravage is a better example. Sandy Ravage does amazing videos. He only posts the best gameplays he can actually get. But there's like 2 months in between each gameplay he posts. That's not because he can't get gameplay. That's because of a whole different reason. But his is the best case scenario here. He posts a good gameplay, and that gameplay might get 200,000 to 300,000 views. But you gotta understand, he only got that 200,000 or 300,000 views that month. And when you start doing this as a profession, you can't settle for that. You have to amass a large number of views a month. That's why you see like the big view YouTube channels such as Syndicate, such as White Boys, Woody's Gamertag. They put videos out almost on the daily, and the reason for that is staying prevalent. If you do not put videos out or new content out consistently, you're not going to make it to the YouTube sub box. How do you make it to the YouTube sub box? Alright, well, look at the YouTube sub box right now. Well, not right now. Open up a new window right now. Go to YouTube. In the top right of what you're looking at on the YouTube sub box on the home page, let me go ahead and go there right now with you. Alright, you'll see that it says subscriptions. You'll say how many subscriptions you have, and you'll have a box to see the checked or unchecked to show uploads only, and you'll have the term view. You click view, and it goes everything or highlights. The fact is, most likely most of you have highlights clicked. And what does highlights mean? Well, highlights means videos that get a pretty much a lot of buzz about them, be it comments, be it ratings, things like that goes in that box. And the fact is, you default to highlight like every other day, like every 24 hours it defaults you back to highlight, and that keeps channels that get a lot of likes up toward the top of that thing, opposed to channels that might not get a lot of likes. For example, if I don't know who's the top of this video. Sam5000i is one of my top highlight videos today. He has a FIFA Mold to Gold episode 12. If that video was to go in there and just kind of just fade into the abyss, it would not appear to my sub box at all. And this plagues a lot of people. And no matter how original your content is, you're eventually going to run out of ideas. Just like the show Friends or Three's Company or all those old sitcoms, they eventually stop because they ran out of ideas. You got to start reinventing things. A better case example is Family Guy versus The Simpsons. The Simpsons have done everything. They have beaten that series to death, but the fact is, it still has a clientele, and it's more that their clientele is pushing it than anything else. That's where I feel like my channel is. My channel is in The Simpsons mode. I have talked about everything there is to talk about. I've done every Rifleman's Creed I've ever could do. I mean, there's a couple guns I could probably do, but I don't know shit about them. And guns is not something like you pick an encyclopedia up and be like, oh look, you actually have to go out your way to learn about guns. And I bought, when I started the Rifleman's Creed series, I told myself I was only going to do the guns I know about, like personally, the ones I enjoy, the ones that I actually took the time to learn what they do and how they work, and that's the reason I did it. And it ran its course, and people were still asking for more of them. And then you have the people that ask me to do stuff that I'm already doing. Like today on Twitter, somebody asked me to take questions and answer them. What the fuck is Fail Friday? Because people send me questions and I answer them, give the advice to the best of my ability. Then I have the dance contests. I have, I do eating challenges from time to time. I try to do eating challenges live from time to time. I mean, I try my hardest to keep my content varied. I even have a Let's Play channel. Most people don't know this. It's in the description over half my videos. It goes, Wings Second Channel, Let's Play. War God YouTube, War God YouTube. I mean, there's over 200 videos over there. And, and I usually, I kind of do that channel in spurts. Like, I'll do like 15 videos in like a week, and then I won't touch it for the rest of the month. And the reason that is because all that is extra work. That's kind of like a work in progress, because the channel doesn't really get no views. I think I've gotten 500,000 views in the year and a half it's open, and it's switched owners 3 times, because generally people want to people want to put a Let's Play up. I'm like, here, put it on my secondary channel. That's what it is. But you got to stay prevalent in the community. If you're not doing something that's buzzworthy, aka drama, like it's, what is it now? It's March 1st right now. It's gonna be the first video of March for me, and this is the first video of a new pay period. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an epiphany. Right now it's March. It's 6 months after Call of Duty has came out. People are starting to get tired of Call of Duty. This Call of Duty kind of faded off a little quicker than others. And what's going to end up happening is other people are going to starting drama with other guys. The reason that is because nobody wants to watch Modern Warfare 3 anymore. Same thing happened with Black Ops. When Black Ops came out, there's going to be like a 2 or 3 month period where it's nothing but drama, just to keep people coming back. And at the end of the day, we keep going back to the gameplay commentary. The reason you keep going back to the gameplay commentary is, one, because nobody really wants to watch you just sit there and talk to the camera. They want to see you do things. They want to see you cut and edit and all this. And it's easier just to throw gameplay over it and just talk about what you want to talk about. Maybe it's like a Dear Diary thing more than it is anything else. I've recently been getting a lot of praise for basically talking about the gameplay again, which is something I was actually surprised about. I mean, I understand that every Call of Duty brings a lot of new guys, and I was even contemplating just redoing my Rifleman's Creeds with just different gameplays, just copy paste, boop boop, or just just redo it with a better microphone and stuff, because my microphones were really crap back then. People really enjoyed those, but I think the fond memories of my older commentaries is just that, they're fond memories. I go back and look at them and I'm like, man, shit's horrible compared to my new stuff. Like, my new stuff is some of the best I've ever done. Like, if I was doing this stuff when I first got popular, I'd probably have 1 million subscribers right now. I mean, but the fact is now it's considered stale. Like, I seen a guy the other day, his name was PewDiePie, and all he does is like horror movie, like horror video game Let's Plays, which is kind of cool. But I see channels like that, and I see how much money they make, and I'm like, why can't I do that? Because I wanted to branch off into the Let's Plays, because quite frankly, I'm tired of putting redundant gameplay out too. That's why I said, why hide the truth? Here's you another stale ass gameplay. Because every time I pick up the controller, I ask myself, like, why am I picking this fucking controller up? I don't want to play this game. Most of the people say they don't want to watch the game, but when I put out something different than this game, my views go tumbling to the fucking ground. I mean, Battlefield will get like 60% of a Call of Duty video views, whereas anything other than Battlefield will get like, let's say I went and did a Fallout 3 video today. That Fallout 3 video would get like, I don't know, 8,000 to 9,000 views, whereas a Modern Warfare 3 video would get 30,000 views, which means I'd work 4 times as hard. But if I went and did 5 Fallout videos, they would end up getting 6,000 apiece, and that would still be the same as that one Call of Duty video. For people to branch out and do things that are more original, you got to watch the stuff that they're branching out with. It's just plain simple. People don't want to watch nothing else. I mean, well, at least channels that were brung up on the Call of Duty stuff. There's obviously people that want to watch other stuff. I mean, look at the Blue Xenophobe. Look at PewDiePie. Look at Uber Haxer Nova. I mean, look at Seamus. They got much larger channels than mine at this point, and that's because they play a variety of games, and people like them as a person, and they're always seeing something different. But the fact is, the fan base that I built is strictly around Call of Duty, and like, how do you go about that? How do you make the switch? And how do you make the switch successfully? I mean, like, I would be basically stepping into what everybody else is trying to step into. You know why the Call of Duty community gets so low views, and there's no channel out there that gets the number of views as their subscribers? Because it's diluted. It is. It's over diluted. Like, if you go to, I don't think there's a channel out there that gets view per subscriber count. There isn't. Like, Woody gets 100,000 or 72,000 lately. I get anywhere from 19,000 to 30,000. I mean, and we have these huge subscriber numbers, like 360,000. Like, and then you got people like Fearcrads and a couple other peoples. I got what Raw Instinct. That was the other person I was thinking about. That pull more views than me with like a third of the subscribers. And the reason is, it's not because the subscriber count means anything. It just means I've been around longer. I mean, like Fearcrads or Raw Instinct, they're going to get the same number of subscribers eventually. It's going to take some more people to see them. But will their view count go up? Maybe. I mean, for a while, yes. But eventually they're going to hit the same wall I hit probably a year and a half ago. You're going to run out of shit to talk about. How many times can you go out there and get a Moab and people be impressed? Hell, look, Incredible Orbs has dropped like 5,000 Moabs. I mean, it's like, okay, he Moabbed again. Eventually, it'll just get stale, and it's what you'll be expecting, and people want to take you that step before. That's why you see channels talking about YouTube standards have gotten too high, and they have gotten too high. People's standards when they're watching, Call of Duty gameplay is ridiculous at this point. I used to think it was ridiculous in Modern Warfare 2 when 10 KD was the model that you wanted to go by. I mean, people don't pull 10 KD every game. Hell, I struggle to pull 3 KD sometimes in games. I mean, generally what you're seeing is the highlights. I mean, much so than before. And it's a little hypocritical of me to say this, but yeah, they're just the highlights. That's just the best. I'll sit down and play an hour and a half, and you'll see like the best 1 or 2 games, or 1, 2, or 3 games I get that day, in that order. But it's all in all, I don't even know what I'm going to put on this. I just wanted to go and copy this, talk about this. The reason that we keep doing it is because it's hard to branch out when nobody's willing to help you branch out. And like the only way I could change what my channel is at this point is that go into financial ruin. And don't get me wrong, I live paycheck to paycheck. I don't have YouTube money. Hell, I can't even put savings away right now. I mean, I'm seriously paycheck to paycheck. That's why you don't really see me, going on like. People ask me like, why don't you go to what was that thing coming up in Boston? Fucking PAX East or something like that. I can't afford to go to PAX East. You're talking about a $500 plane ticket. Then you're talking about, the entry fee. Then you're talking about 2 or 3 days worth of hotels. 2 days. You're talking about I had to invest like $1,400 to go to PAX East. For what? To hang out with people? I can't afford that. I can't do it. Hell, for me to go hang out at PAX East means I'd have to fucking, my family starve. And the fact is, the reason I put so many videos out, quality over quantity. I know I'd love to do quality over quantity. I'd love to be able to put out like 1 video every 2 or 3 days. Love to be able to do that and get the same amount of views. But the fact is, I don't. And nobody watches them. Even if I put a high quality video, I like the Twitter Top 12 was the last really high quality video I attempted. I spent 6 hours editing that video, and it ends up getting like, I think, 29,000 views. The same as if I went and played a 4-minute TDM and talked about somebody getting a girl in high school. I mean, you gotta find out where the incentive is. And like, I try my best every day to try to make a groundbreaking news to something. Like I want to find that new game. I want to find that cutting edge. I want to find that new barrier. I'm looking for that way out of the Call of Duty community. It's not because I don't like Call of Duty. I mean, I love Call of Duty to death, and I love first-person shooters still. But at times I say I don't, but I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't play them. I wouldn't find enjoyment out of them. I love doing well in first-person shooters. Make me feel good. But the fact is, I think I've just played it too much. It's like drinking milk. If you drink milk, I love milk, but you can drink too much milk. We're going on like almost a 16-minute commentary at this point, so I'm just going ahead and cut it off here and give me your guys' opinion on YouTube standards and things like that. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening.